Hello, my name is Timothy Lee Raj Sr., and I'm the creator of the Smart Money Manuscript. But Tim, what is the Smart Money Manuscript? The Smart Money Manuscript is your roadmap to financial freedom. Inside this powerful course designed to transform your financial future, I've meticulously condensed over 1,000 of my public YouTube videos into 40 highly efficient lessons that span just 2.5 hours. This course is strategically designed into 4 phases to help guide your learning in the most logical and effective way possible. Phase 1 lays the groundwork, covering essential financial literacy like budgeting, banking, and taxes. In phase 2, you'll move beyond the basics, learning about brokerage accounts, figuring out how much you need for your own individual retirement. You learn about how to do fundamental research on companies, and you'll also learn how to conduct technical analysis by looking at stock charts. Phase 3 empowers you to build a robust portfolio and leverage your capital using advanced techniques like options and futures, and it also teaches you the importance of backtesting your strategies. Finally, phase 4 takes a deep dive into the advanced ICT concepts, giving you a professional edge. Each lesson includes a short quiz to help solidify your understanding. By the end of this journey, you'll have the confidence and tool that you need to make intelligent investing decisions, manage your money without fear or ambiguity. So if you want to be a long-term buy and hold investor, if you want to be a swing trader, if you want to be a day trader, if you want to trade stocks, if you want to trade options, if you want to trade futures, the Smart Money Manuscript is for you for $69.99. Yes, $69.99 for all of this here. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hey, I want to jolly pies for my tardiness. For anybody who want to know what was taking me so long, I'll be glad to let you know. But I'll put that out there as for requests only. Be warned, I will let you know what took me so long, but it's by request only. So if you want to know, I will share. I will share. Hey, man. I ain't gonna be shucking or jiving or fooling around, right? So we gonna go ahead and get right into this thing, man. First of all, if this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me, with every humble bone in my body, tell you welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome, but I want to give you a very hearty, I'm sorry, y'all, I said I was going to get on Instagram too. Squirrel. Oh, look at my homeboy Ty put some stakes in the ground. I boy out there working. I boy built a little tiny house and everything. I boy done built him a tiny house. Go ahead, country boy. Country boy. Big Ty. The homie Big Ty. Big old cornbread fed joker. Y'all do me a favor, hit like for the algorithm, share this out with everybody. Tell a friend to tap in. Y'all already know why. Y'all know what today is. Sorry, y'all. I should have had this done already, but I don't be on Instagram a lot. I don't be on Instagram at all no more, to tell you the truth. Right. I don't be on Instagram at all no more, to tell you the truth, but I be trying to get on Instagram because that's where I started. You know how it always be with your first love. My first love. With your first love, you be like, hey man, I ain't gonna throw the baby out with the bath water. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. I want to give you a nice hearty. Well, thank you for always tuning in Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, you already see it on the shirt. This the new one. This the new drip. You see it on the shirt. You see it behind me. It's your boy, Tim Leroy Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That just mean big spot if you don't hablo español, man. And y'all already know what time it is, man. You are now in tune to another episode of
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
Yes. Hey, y'all put some fire in the chat, man. Y'all put some fire in the chat for Freebie Friday, man. If you don't know what Freebie Friday is where little old me, little Timmy Rogers, I give out codes that will allow you, some lucky viewer, to get an Apex evaluation account for absolutely free. The evaluation account. Notice I didn't say get the funded account. The evaluation account for free. If you pass the evaluation account, you will be responsible for paying the activation fee. The activation fee is dependent on the size account that you get. It can be any size standard account. See here, win any size standard Apex account. It can be a 25K, 50K, 100K, 150K. It can be intraday trailing drawdown. It can be end of day trailing drawdown. But it has to be a standard account. You can't pick the legacy accounts. You can't pick the no activation fee accounts. You have to pick the standard account, right? And if you win, you will be able to utilize this code to get one free account courtesy of Apex trader funding, right? Y'all give it up for Apex, man. Appreciate Apex for partnering with little old me. Y'all know I ain't got no big community, man. My community is small. But Apex still, they said, hey, man, we're going to give you your own personal liaison. And his name is Tomas. And Tomas, just one, no, because I thought it was a scam. And Tomas was like, hey, man, it's not a scam, man. I said, if it ain't a scam, man, give me my code. Give me my, y'all know what my name is? My name is Aranya Grande. Right? For those who don't speak Spanish, that just means Big Spider. So when you go to Apex, please use code Big Spider at checkout. I will appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that's been using my code. I've always appreciated everyone that used my code even before they gave me my own personal code. Right? And the reason why I thought Tomas was a scam is because somebody reached out to me about 9 months ago. And I said, hey, give me my own code. I want my code to be Big Spider. And they never gave me my code. So when Tomas came back, I had time. So I started going back and forth with him. And I was calling him a scammer. And he was like, I promise it's not a scam. I said, if you're not a scam, give me my code that I asked the last person that never gave me my code. If y'all ain't scamming me. And guess what? He gave me my code. So now my code Big Spider works. Yes, that I think that other code still worked too. That weird, it was like Z something. I can't even tell you what that code was, right? But now I can say, hey, use code Big Spider at checkout for the best deal that they got going, because it's my personal code. And then not only did he give me my personal code, he said, hey, Tim, here's some accounts to give away for free to your community. I said, say it ain't so. What are these accounts good for? What are these codes for? What are they good for? He told me what it was for. I said, say it ain't so. Then I said, you know what? Gang, y'all pull up. Man. I need someone to help me figure out if these codes are real. I've already tested to see if my coupon code is real, and it's real. I went in, I tried to use it. It said, I'm sorry, you can't use your own code. That's how I knew it was real. Because when I put in my other code, right, a long time ago, I said, I'm sorry, you can't use your own code. You have to use somebody else's code. It doesn't work like that. So when I went in and I put in BIGSPIDER, it said, you can't use your own code. And then so I said, let me try it again. I got trust issues. And so I typed in the website to take you there, the one that ends with my old code. And I chopped that off and I put in BIGSPIDER at the end. And guess what it did? It took me to Apex. I said, oh, it's real. The code is real. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you, Tomas. And then we went out and I did the first Freebie Friday. It was before it was called Freebie Friday. It wasn't even called Freebie Friday yet. Pop up, get an Apex account. I said, do me a favor. When you use this code, let me know if you have any trouble. Shout out the first person who got, I can't remember who it was, but they hit me. They were like, hey, I used my code. Easy. And the reason why I needed them to tell me is because I don't use any of the codes for me. Yeah, I can just take these free codes, go through as many evals as I want to, over leverage balls to the wall and just pay for the PA fees. But no, why would I do that? They're giving me the codes to give to you. That wouldn't be right. So I only give the codes to you. I have never used one single code for myself. And I put that on everything I love. Hey man, gang. I already dropped the sign up sheet inside the what do you call it? The Zoom. I already dropped the sign up sheet inside the Zoom. I saw something in the chat. I can't see the name. Hey y'all, Cassandra said, let me test one. Cassandra said, let me test one. Cassandra new to the gang, y'all. Cassandra new to the gang.
I'm sitting over here cracking up.
Cassandra new to the gang. And Cassandra, she ain't used to little Timmy Rogers, right? Rhonda, can you explain to Cassandra how little Timmy Rogers get down? How do I get down, Rhonda?
You know, some days he's kind enough to do stuff like that, but most days, no.
And today, one of them days. Give it up for Cassandra for being the first recipient of a free Apex evaluation account, courtesy of closedmouthsdon'tgetfed.com. Yeah, him.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Won't he do it?
Thank you.
Won't he do it?
Oh, he will.
Somebody
He will.
mama should have bought a Honda. Hey! Y'all don't get me started. Y'all know my mama be getting mad at me. She's like, boy, you act like you got some, act like you done been in the water before. Out there acting like a wet devil. Boy, them old people would get on you. Them old people be like, hey, my mama say, acting like a wet devil. You just, ain't nothing got saved in the water. You just got wet. Okay, Cassandra, put your email on the sheet so I can send you this code. Hey man, did Price do anything today that caught anybody off guard? Did Price do anything today that caught anyone off guard? While I'm sending Cassandra this I know it's people in the chat like, oh man, he giving away the accounts, and we ain't even get a chance to even put our name on there. I don't care. It's my channel. Do what I want to do. I know how to spell Calandra. Let me see how to spell Cassandra. How do you spell Cassandra? C-A-S-S. So Cassandra. All right. I spelled it right. Oh, no, I didn't. I left out the A. Cassandra. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. All right, Cassandra, if you don't get this code, that means you typed something wrong. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be right because I clicked it in. I saw your little AI lady pop up with the glasses on. Boop. Code sent. Code sent. Sent. Save. All right, man. Y'all give it up for Cassandra again. Let me see what's going on YouTube to see if I'm ready to share the link on YouTube. Let me see if I'm ready to share the link on YouTube. Let me see. YouTube. What y'all got going on? Going on? Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going? Eric, what's going on? Eric, what's going? Come here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to get my stuff together, man. It's like, ain't now where it's supposed to be. Where did y'all go? There y'all go right there. Yeah, man, ain't. Oh, my bad. I put the sheet on the bottom when I was supposed to put the sheet on the top. The sheet on the top. No, wrong thing. This is what I want. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place tonight, man. I'm all over the place tonight. All right, man. Oh, YouTube. I'm supposed to be checking YouTube. You to the. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Y'all share this out with somebody, man. Tell a friend to tap in, man. I see we got, y'all already know we got Cassandra and Rhonda in here. I see we got Tasha in here. You know what I'm saying? That's this Tasha, not that Tasha. Not the remember the other day when I was like, is that Tasha? And she'd be like, no, that ain't me. Not that Tasha. We talk about the Tasha that said, no, that ain't me. That's the Tasha I'm talking about that time. No, that ain't me, Tasha. The other Tasha, no, that ain't that Tasha. This Tasha. So if you thought it was this Tasha, no, it's that Tasha that I'm talking about. Don't mix up that Tasha with this Tasha. We talk about this Tasha, the one that say, nah, that ain't me, not that Tasha. Because if you think it's this Tasha, it's that Tasha. We got Dreamer in the building. People like, I hate him. I hate coming to his channel. He always doing stupid stuff. I just want to get a free code, and he still acting like this. Shout out Dreamer, man. Y'all do what Dreamer said, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. We got Kim. I see somebody named Crim Boy. I ain't never seen a name Crim Boy before. Hey, Crim Boy, if it's your first time coming, I want to say thank you. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you ain't subscribed. But if it's not your first time coming, I truly jollipies. I just don't remember seeing that name. Crim Boy. Crim Boy. We got Here to Learn and Share up in here. We got Valentine. Hola, Valentine. We got, she told me how to say this. She told me how to say this. Ron, do you remember how Shay Capital, SAAH Capital said how to say her name? She told me how to say it last time. It was like I don't know. Capital. I'm just gonna say S Capital. Thank you, Tomas. Yes, thank you, Tomas. I say Tomas because he don't spell it Thomas. Like most people I see spell the name Thomas is THOMAS. But there's no H in his name. Saeed. That's what it is. No, Saida. Saida. That's what it was. Saida. That's what it was. It's S. She said SCI. Sai. Capital E meaning E, and then the Saida. Saida, Saida, you are the girl. I'm gonna remember it now because I got Saida. Who remember Aisha? Who remember Aisha? Who old enough to remember Aisha? I see more numbers than I see names. So those are the only names I'll say. Oh, you was here last week, Crim Boy? Appreciate you for coming back, Crim Boy. Shout out to J Rock in the building. I'm losing viewers like like a cancer patient losing weight. Viewers going away, man. I'm losing. Y'all know when I start losing viewers, I'll be like, man, I ain't sharing the link. I could just get a codes. I could just get a codes to the gang. Just go through there and randomly pick somebody in the gang and be like, just like tonight. Cassandra said, Tim, give me a code. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. You get a code. 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 Hey, without further ado, we are going to get into the price action part of everybody sing it with me now.
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
Yes. Another episode of Freebie Friday. And as we look at the charty tart, as we can see, we are still, what order flow are we still respecting inside this big, y'all hold on, my son calling me. Freebie Friday. Y'all get the views. Share this with somebody, man. Get the views up on YouTube so I can share the sign up sheet so somebody can win an account. don't care about not getting them out. I just hang on to them. Y'all don't want to share it up, friend. Have people come in. I just hang on to the accounts, man. I'm looking at the chat, and I didn't hear nobody say anything. What order flow are we still respecting inside of this big? Oh, I didn't say it right. Y'all used to me speaking French, so when I said the first time, when I just said consolidation, y'all that was sound weird to y'all. So I got to say it in French. So what order flow are we still respecting within this larger? Looking at the weekly time frame. What order flow are we respecting? Yep. I heard something, but it bearish. Thank you. I don't know if that was J Rock the first time, but I know that was J Rock the second time. The first time sounded like somebody had a cheap cell phone because all I heard was it just
Bearish.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. That Rhonda need one of them little. You remember back in the day when Sprint used to sell those little mini towers that you put inside your house? Cause Sprint had the worst signal service in the world, so you had to get them little mini towers and put in your house. I think that was just their way of like letting the Illuminati in your house. And then you had to have that inside your house so you can use your cell phone at home. But when you go outside, your cell phone worked fine. But when you come in your house, it wouldn't work. So you had to put that in there. Yeah. And if you don't put that in your house, then you be sounding like how Rhonda be sounding when she come off mute. Bobby, understand? Nah, we didn't. Okay. So we are still respecting bearish order flow within this larger consolidation period, right? While we're consolidating, whatever time frame you're consolidating on, right? There's always trading opportunity, but it will require you to drop down in time frames to take advantage of the trading opportunities, right? So don't misconstrue what I say, what I mean when I say you should be sitting on your hands at this time if you trade based off of this time frame, right? So Tasha, I'm calling people out. I'm making you use your noodle today, right? Tasha, explain to me and everybody else that's not in the classroom paying attention to you at all on this broad stage on Al Gore's internet. Explain to me, and those are the people that I won't name again, what do I mean about sitting on your hand if you take your trading ideas off of this time frame and also drop into the lower time frame to take advantage of trading opportunities, because that sounds like an oxymoron to little Timmy Rogers.
Sitting on your hands on the time frame that you set that you look for your trade or the setup.
Why are we sitting on our hands? And why are we sitting on our hands? Because what?
Because it's in consolidation.
And when
We're in the middle of the road.
When it's in consolidation, what is it not telling you?
Which direction
Okay,
we're going.
Okay. You're sitting on your hands because based off this time frame that I make my trading decisions off of, we're just consolidating, moving sideways, and the algorithm hasn't given me any reason to do anything yet, right?
Right.
So if I'm supposed to be sitting on my hands, well, how can I drop to a lower time frame and take advantage of trading opportunities? If I'm supposed to be sitting on my hands, is that an oxymoron? Like, what? Does that make sense? Explain. You can phone a friend if you don't know.
Well, I think on lower time frames, there's going to be liquidity inside of, or short-term highs and lows inside of the consolidation on the larger time frame.
I'll take that. Y'all give it up for Tasha for pulling up with a hard hitting explanation. You ain't got to say it just like I said, but basically what she's saying is price is fractal. So
Yes.
if your time frame is in consolidation, right? If you go down in time, right, there's going to be opportunities where price is in some type of bullish and bearish order flow, hence creating short-term highs and short-term lows, hence engineering liquidity, hence giving you liquidity to attack and imbalances to reprice on those lower time frames. And that's what we form our trading ideas around. So just because it hasn't fully developed on the higher time frame doesn't mean that it's not happening on the lower time frame. So if you trade on a lower time frame, then you drop lower and take advantage of those intraday and maybe day-to-day trading opportunities, whereas a swing trader, you still haven't had anything to tell you buy calls, buy puts, because we're just in a consolidation. But on a week by week basis, right, you can do a shorter term swing that you hold for 1, maybe 2 days. But if you're looking to get those 3-month, 6-month, 1 year, 2 year, if you're looking for those longer term swings, the ones that you buy and don't think about for like another 2-3 months after you buy it, right? This ain't that time if this is your instrument of choice. Y'all give it up again for Tasha for coming through with a hard hitting answer without even having to phone a friend. Without even having to phone a friend. How I'm seeing more names coming and stuff, but the numbers ain't showing that. I guess people just getting up out of here. People getting up out of here. I guess don't nobody want Freebie Friday. Don't nobody want Freebie Friday. Don't nobody want no giveaways. Don't nobody want no give. On the weekly chart, right? We have traded back down into, who remember that weekly BIGSPIDER from March, the week of March 4th? Who remember that? Right? Who remembers that? What do we say about that weekly BIGSPIDER? If you notice here, I put a line there today because I didn't want to turn that green blob on my chart. All right, so I just put that line there to let me know if we were approaching the low of that BIGSPIDER, right? So if we come over here to our old PD arrays we've been tracking for a while, what do we say? 5, 4. Brick up that BIGSPIDER right there. Right? That BIGSPIDER right there. What do you notice about that BIGSPIDER? What do you notice about the wicks? All of the weekly PD arrays that we've been watching. What do you notice about them? And remember, we said that this BIGSPIDER down here, let's come over here. Wrong one. All right. Brick up that BIGSPIDER right there, right? We said that that was the discount BIGSPIDER that we would love to see price trade down to on the higher time frame to offer an extremely deep discount, right? Not extremely deep discount, but offer a discount entry, right? Because based off of our long-term weekly outlook, right? Well, remember that. What's the 3 weekly outlooks we've been paying attention to? And I shouldn't say we've been, but we should always be paying attention to. What are the 3 weekly outlooks? What's the 3 time horizons we should be looking at all times on every time frame? Talk to me. I already told
The
you.
high, the low, the equilibrium.
The time
No?
horizons. I just gave you one. I said our long-term time horizon. What's the 3 time horizons we should be paying attention to at all times? And
Long term, intermediate, and current.
yes, long-term, intermediate, and I say short-term, but I'll take current, right? Y'all give it up for J1.
Which ranges? Okay.
All right, so long-term for the weekly right now is from that low to that high. Tim, what makes that the long-term time horizon, right? Because this right here is our current dealing range, and this is the lowest low and the highest high of the current dealing range, right? And when we look at what the dealing range has done, right, we can break it down into 3 components that you always want to be looking at for what type of trading at this moment am I doing. All right. So from the lowest low to the highest high of whatever time frame you're on of that dealing range, that's your long-term horizon, right? In this case here, we have a balanced price range that we expanded above, right? So for that, this right here is your intermediate term for the weekly, right? Long term, the entire range, right? Intermediate term right there, because we can come back to a discount of this range and continue up, and that still be healthy price action because we have a balanced price range that we don't expect price to go back down into anyway, right? So that gives you an intermediate term right here, right? And this is applicable for any time frame you're looking at. And then your short term horizon is going to be the week by week candles that you're, every time you open a new week, that previous week, that's your short term horizon, right? So that short term horizon right there, that's what I'm looking to do based off of that one of whatever that time frame is. So that 1 week, this is my whole world, right? For the intermediate term, right? This may take a little longer to play out, right? And it just been because it's taking a little longer to play out, right? We may be watching this range for a long time. And as you see here, we've been watching this range. We made this high here, right? So since we made that high, we've been watching it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7 weeks. We've been steady watching this range since we made that high right there, right? Who remember what we was watching this high right here for? We was watching that to see if that was our what? What do we say we was watching the high for?
Smart money reversal.
We watching that to see if that's our smart money reversal. Somebody gonna talk to me besides J-Rock. J-Rock ain't gonna be the only one talking to me tonight. J-Rock ain't fun to go horse being the only one talking to me tonight. Oh, that's some high quality H2O. All right. Now, based off of our long-term horizon, this is our discount PD array we want to see price come back to. Why that one? Because this breakaway gap right here, right, that right there is where we like to call where the trap traders reside, right? That right there is down here in that manipulation leg, right? So we want to see that breakaway gap left alone, right? When you got a breakaway gap, you don't even want to see price touch it. Now price can wick down into it if they want to do high resistance and come all the way back to the bullish order block. But for low resistance price action, this is where we want to see price come back down to there for our long term time horizon. All right. Now, and we are being aware that this our long-term time horizon, right? If we go, I don't never want you to just take my word at it, right? I always want to show you with proof, right? From the highest high to the lowest low, right? This bullish fair value gap is in a discount. Anything below that 50% is a discount. Anything above that 50% is a premium, right? That's our long-term time horizon. Okay, coming back to our intermediate term time horizon, right? That's why we was watching this bullish fair value gap right here, because based off the intermediate term time horizon, if the algorithm only wants to come here and continue up, that's still allowable. That's still allowable. But Tim, they say gaps always get filled. Okay, don't worry about it. Even if they did come here and go higher, right? Now, what have they set? If we did this, what have they set the stage for that we can use as a premium PD array to take us to this right here? What have we set the stage for? We have set the stage to be able to create what? And I just hit my knee. Oh my God. We have set the stage to create what PD array? My knee hurting so bad. Don't nobody know. I can't see the YouTube. Oh, I see the YouTube chat. Don't nobody know what we setting the stage for? What is this the beginning of? What PD array are we? What PD array? If we anticipate price coming here, right? What PD array? If we did this, right? What PD array we would be looking to use to come down to here, based off what's in price right now?
Breaker?
Is that a question or an answer?
I don't know.
If you don't know, I don't know. Gratitude. Not bullish. Not bullish. Why would you be trying to use a bullish breaker to come here? There you go. Right there. It will be a bearish breaker right there once we came back down here, and we would look to use that breaker to come there. Right? This is how you see stuff before it happens. Right? Now that we've dropped down, right, and took out this liquidity at this anticipatory reactionary point, if price stays heavy, no harm, no foul. Right? But if
Can you show where the bearish breaker is at?
Right there.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the high, the low, the higher high, low.
I said, if we did this, what have we set the stage to do? I said, if price stopped here and just went back up, and I was like, people say, but Tim, all gaps get filled. Okay, what have we just set the stage to do? We just set the stage to be able to create a bearish breaker.
And then it'll have to go back up.
Then we will be looking to use that breaker to come down to that.
Now I see it. Okay.
Yes. That's why this is how you see stuff before it happens. You think about what should price want to draw towards. If price wants to feel this, because remember what Michael be talking about. You got all of this heavy price action that's sitting on a twig, right? This buy side imbalance right here, right? The algorithm really wants to offer sell side delivery. Why? Because we have a buy side imbalance right here, right? We haven't offered any sell side delivery. So the algorithm wants to do that, right? How does it do it? Who cares how it does it? If it drops straight down now, who cares? If it goes up and come back down a year and a half from now, who cares? But if it goes up and come back down, now we say, oh, look, we got a bearish breaker we can look to sell off of over here, right? Over here. That's how you look. That's how you visualize things before they happen. Just like we have this BISI right here, we're looking to buy off of, right? Tim, I don't like using fair value gaps. They suck. I like using breakers. They're best. Okay. What do we do here? Remember we was here and people want to see us go up, right? But instead of getting the price engine model of reaccumulation, what price engine model is the algorithm currently executing on this entire weekly chart right here? What price engine model is that? Coming from this consolidation right here. What price engine model is currently playing out right now?
Manipulation.
The price engine model, not the delivery. You giving me you giving me
I didn't mean
if
to
the
be off
delivery.
of it.
You give me if the delivery. You see how God wanted you to be off mute, right? You're giving me if the delivery methods, right? We're asking for price engine models. What price engine model is playing out right now before our eyes? Do I need to go to the slides? Do I need to pull out the slides? Do I need to pull out the slides? Is it if?
Can you please pull out the slide?
Is it
the institutional entry drill?
Price engine models. Is it IPTA or displacement? Which one is it? Is it? Let's look in IPTA. It's not IPTA. It's not IPTA. Let's look in displacement. Let's look in displacement. It's not displacement. Maybe it's order flow. Got so many slides. It's order flow part 2. Let's look at part 2. There you go, right there. I don't have them on one slide together.
Offset accumulation.
There you go. You seen it. You seen it. You seen it. Offset accumulation. Right? The price engine model of offset accumulation. Right? Tim, what is offset accumulation? Offset accumulation is when IPTA reprices the market below an old low. This forces sellers into the market at discounted prices. It pushes it below an old low before taking off and rallying above the high, right? It's offset accumulation, all right? IPTA will reprice the market below an old low to promote sales stops that would be residing there for current long holders. This, in essence, engineers sellers at deep discount prices. The open float below the old low may also have sell stops for breakout systems that wish to sell on weakness. This model is called offset accumulation. Its primary purpose is to offset current long holders and induce more sellers at discount pricing. The model is seen frequently in bullish market conditions. And while higher time frame institutional order flow is suggesting higher prices. And then offset distribution is the opposite. right? So, and then reaccumulation, right, is just the expansion and the retracement, right? Instead of attacking the opposing liquidity first, right? The price engine model of reaccumulation, right, you would just consolidate, expand, and then retrace. So in the essence of if the price delivery, what we was talking about at first, I think was that Tasha or Rhonda, somebody, right? If the price delivery, right, price will always consolidate, expand, retrace, and deliver, or it will consolidate, expand, reverse, retrace, and then deliver. Them the only two ways it's going to do it, right? So now if you have offset accumulation or offset distribution, right, you have the curd with the two R's. And if you got reaccumulation or redistribution, you got the one R, right? Consolidation, expansion, reversal, retracement, delivery. And then if you got just reaccumulation, it'll just be consolidate, expansion, retrace, and then deliver. Right? So you got if the delivery methods and you got price engine models, right? The price engine models, you're going to be looking for this for the how price is doing the if the delivery, right? That's the price engine model. How is it delivering it, right? Is it going from an accumulation to a manipulation to a distribution, right? Is it giving me that power of three, right? Is it giving me that power of three? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Is it giving me that? How is it delivering it? Or are we just getting consolidation, expansion, retracement, delivery, right? So in the sense of the power of three, when you're looking at consolidation, expansion, reversal, retracement, delivery, right? We got two phases of manipulation, right? It's giving you an opportunity to get in on manipulation here, and it's giving you an opportunity to get in on manipulation there, right? Whereas with just consolidation, expansion, retracement, delivery, right? You only got one phase of manipulation up here, right? Because with reaccumulation, what does it say? This retracement back to a discount, this is squeezing weak shorts or weak longs out of their positions. In the case of bullish, it's squeezing weak longs. In the case of bearish, it's squeezing weak shorts out of their positions, right? Reaccumulation, right? Reaccumulation, where we at? Right there, reaccumulate to fair value in retracements lower at discount raise. Weak long holders will be squeezed in the retracement lower. You ever hear people say, "Ah, man, I'm caught up in this short squeeze. I'm caught up in this short squeeze." Right? Know what they're talking about? Right? You had an expansion and a retracement. Right? They're squeezed, like these people who went short, squeezing them out of these shorts. Right? They target was down here. Now they retracing back and they caught up in the short squeeze. Right? I see y'all got my numbers up. Let me go ahead and share the link inside the YouTube chat. And while I'm waiting on people to fill it out, I open up the flow for if anybody got any questions.
What series was that you're getting that information from?
the art of reading price action, the stuff that we going back through now on the first and third Sundays at 7 p.m. inside the Discord via Zoom.
Okay.
But it's the art of
For-
reading price action. But we going
First and third Sunday.
first and third Sundays at 7 p.m. We going back through all the educational material, and we going through the videos. What we rewatching them together. If I need to add new commentary, if it's something I got a better understanding of, if Michael has added anything to it, then I'm going through and I'll pause it and or if something needs some clarification, because I made these videos a couple years ago. So if something need clarification, I'll be like, hey, say, you see this here, how I said that? Let me clarify that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then, so yeah, that's why I tell everybody, if you want to be part of the gang, right now is the best time to join, because we going back to the beginning. We had 2 weeks already, right? We had 2 weeks already. It's not too late, because all the thing we've done so far is open, high, low, close, and swing points, right? So we still at the infancy stage of going back through the material. Link in the description below. Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and fill out the sheet. Any other questions while I'm waiting on these folk to fill out the sheet? Make sure you don't leave out nothing. Elliot, I see a blank. I do not see a YouTube name for you, Elliot. Elliot is ICT Breaker. All right then, Elliot. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Oh, hey, y'all filling out the sheet kind of slow. I guess don't nobody want no accounts? Don't nobody want no giveaway? Don't nobody want no giveaway? I guess people don't want free accounts no more. Am I tripping? Or y'all just don't like Apex? Y'all don't want free accounts, or y'all just don't like Apex? Why ain't nobody filling out the sheet? I mean, I could stop doing that.
2 more people just went on, me and somebody else. Can you see us?
I see that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right.
What,
I didn't know if it wasn't showing up.
Yeah, what's going on the sheet ain't correlating to the numbers. Because the whole thing on the sheet is everybody that's in the Zoom and like one or two other people. Like 2 other people besides the people that's in the Zoom. Freak. I can't add to the sheet. Saida, I think you got a cheap cell phone. Was that Saida we went through? Yeah, that was Saida we went through this with last time. If you on Instagram, if you go to my latest story, there's a link in my latest story to come over to YouTube so you can participate in the giveaway. If you go to my latest story, there's a link on my latest story that'll bring you over to YouTube. You come hang out with us on YouTube, see the screen, and enter the giveaway. Saida. You Saida say she can't fill out the sheet. When y'all couldn't fill out the sheet, what was the issue? What was the issue? It was like from the phone or something? You had to do it from a computer?
It depends on your browser. Like it won't populate for me in Chrome, but if I go to Safari, the Google Sheets itself comes up. But when they try to go through the web page, it won't let you do anything.
So Google Sheets won't work in Chrome? Google make Chrome.
It wouldn't populate. It wouldn't populate for me.
That's
I'm
what
on
I'm
an
saying.
iPhone, so I don't. Yeah, it wouldn't populate for me personally. So that's been my problem. So I always have to go in through my Safari if I'm on my phone.
Oh, so it must be something that Apple blocking inside that Chrome browser to make it not work for something, because Chrome, Google make Chrome, so that's crazy that it won't work. But I just only use Safari on my Apple thing. I use Chrome on my PC, but on my Mac and on my iPhone, I only use Safari to like surf the web. I stay inside the Mac eco space when I'm on the Mac. When I'm on the Mac. All right, man. Ain't nobody filling out the sheet, so we gonna do this. Yeah, what kind of phone you got? She said if she was on a phone, she couldn't use Chrome. She had to use Safari in order to be able to fill it in. What kind of phone you got? All right, man. Since ain't nobody filling out the sheet, don't nobody want it. I'll do one last giveaway and then we'll just talk about the price. iPhone. You using Safari to open up the what's the name? Juice and Bear say you got an old BlackBerry. she using the BlackBerry that they took from Obama when he when he got voted into office the first term. Y'all remember when they took Obama BlackBerry? They took Obama BlackBerry because they said they don't want the president to be online. They don't want the president on social media, so they took his BlackBerry. Y'all remember that? J-Rock said he can't fill it out on his phone either. J-Rock, when you couldn't fill it out on your phone, you was using Safari or Chrome. Because Yolanda said she had to use Safari on her iPhone. When she tried to use a Chrome, it didn't work. Google pops up. You can't just put the link in Chrome. Yeah, she's saying Google popping up. So it's probably the same thing that Yolanda was having issues with. Yolanda, how you just put the link, you just copy the link and put it in Safari. She's saying Google pop up.
Yeah, when I click the link, it'll give me 3 choices. And the first time I tried Chrome, I forgot it won't work. And so then when I go back, I click it again and it'll just go to my default, which is the Safari. And that's when
So
Google Sheets
when you
pops
click
up.
on it, it don't give you them choices where it be like continue with Safari or do this or do that. It be like I'm doing it through Safari. It don't work on like an iPhone 5. You got to have new. You got to have a new iPhone. It don't work on the iPhone 5. It don't work on iPhone 5. All right, man. All right. I'm gonna do this last giveaway. And then I'm just gonna talk about price. And then, cause ain't nobody filling out the sheet. I'm wasting my time. Y'all know I don't like wasting my time. When I feel like I'm wasting my time, I cut stuff out. Tell them. How quick am I to cut stuff out if I feel like I'm wasting my time? Huh? If I feel like
Like a damn ninja swordsman, but you ain't wasting time. Whoever wanted is here.
You know you better say that, Queen. Say that.
if I feel like I'm wasting my time, I'll be like, see, let me tell y'all something, man. I've been retired since 2021. I say retired. My wife told me, "You're retired." I just quit. You know what I'm saying? I gave my resignation. I just quit, right? I ain't getting no pension from my job. I ain't getting nothing. If I don't work, I don't eat, right? But when you don't have to answer to a boss, you own your 24 hours. No matter what you are doing, that's the most important thing in the world. When I'm sitting on my bed watching TV, cause my bed back here. For those who don't know, I used to have stuff in the studio back there, right? And my boys was getting bigger, and I was like, they don't need to be in the room together no more. They need their own space. They young men, you know what I'm saying? I like they young men, they need their own space. They need to be able to stretch out. You know what I'm saying? So I moved all my stuff out of the studio, and then I repurposed this corner of my room. My daddy was a carpenter, so I can build just about anything. And I repurposed this corner of my room for my new streaming setup, right? I made it minimal, got rid of all the stuff, right? And set it up over here. But even if I'm sitting on that bed right there watching TV, that's the most important thing in the world to me right there at that time. If I'm taking a nap, that's the most important thing in the world at that time. If I'm going to drop my kid off at band camp, that's the most important thing in the world at that time. Why? Because it's what I choose to do. No other reason. Just because it's what I choose to do. And I did not have to ask, especially another grown man. Fellas, y'all probably already know. But ladies, y'all come here. Come here. Come over here. Come here. Come into my world. Right? As a man, it is such a degrading, such a demasculating, such a punch in your balls to have to go to another grown man and ask him permission to do something with your family. It takes a little piece of your soul away every time you got to fill out that DA-31. Yeah, I know it's not a DA-31 in the civilian world. It's only in the military DA-31. But when you got to fill out a DA-31, especially when you have earned the time off and you got to go ask somebody who 9 times out of 10 is 10 to 15 years younger than you, if you can have a day off. Not even a day off. My wife just called me and she broke down on the side of the road. Can I please leave for 2 hours to go make sure she all right? Well, Tim, if you don't put the request in within 24 hours, it's an unexcused absence, and that I don't care. Put it on my record. Because realistically, I wasn't asking you for permission. I was being polite and letting you know. But you have some people who have a healthy respect for the paycheck that's coming in, and they worry about, if I lose this job, I can't provide for my family. So they feel like they're asking for permission, right? But now that I don't have to do that anymore, whatever I choose to do is the most important thing in the world. And if I'm taking the time to do something, and I can see that I care more about it than the masses, not saying everybody, because it's people who are really they really want it. That's why I haven't, y'all remember, I done kicked people out the gang, but kicked everybody. Get out. Kicked everybody. Y'all ain't learning. Y'all just want to use me as a crutch. Get out. But I understand everybody don't learn at the same pace, right? So that's why I ain't kick nobody out no more, right? I understand everybody ain't just got money to be spending like that. That's why I grandfathered everybody in. Whatever you paying from whenever, that's what you still paying. All right. But if I feel like my time is being wasted, just know, old laughing and joking, I kill me, Tim, he goes out the window very fast. Because, boy, when I tell you, the good Lord ain't through with me yet. I was just talking about this with my homeboy yesterday. Y'all can go back to the back now. I was just talking to my homeboy about this yesterday. That old temper. Oh, my goodness. And he said, you know what, Tim? People always seem to mess up your stuff. They always seem to mess up your head. Like, boy, back in the day, you used to snap. Oh, I said, I'm still the same. But I realized when you pray for patience, God gonna allow so many tests to cross your path. Ooh, wait. Now, I went out, squirrel. People be like, Tim, we ain't come to hear all that. I don't care, man. It's my channel. Talk about what I want to talk about. He who has ears, let him hear. He who knows it all, go somewhere else. Freebie Friday. Let me see here. Did anybody else get? Uh-oh. Saida, you figured it out, didn't you? Saida figured it out. Some more people filled out the sheet while I was over there running my mouth too. I was trying to separate the wheat from the tare. All right, y'all. Hold on, let me look at this chat real quick. What I say? Somebody, ICT Breaker, got an iPhone 1. They said they phone pretty old. Doing it through Safari. Okay, all right. My iPhone 8. Okay, iPhone 8, ICT Breaker. You might want to do something else. Can I have a 5K prop account? I don't know anybody that's got a 5A prop account. The smallest prop account I know is like a 25K. Or how would you have traded price action today? I sold today. I was bearish all day long. I sold today. I didn't win every trade, but I sold today. I started trading last night and I traded today, but I was only looking for shorts. Why was I only, who can tell me why I was only looking for shorts today? And I love you back.
The market is bearish.
We've been respecting bearish order flow. The market is actually consolidating, but we've been respecting bearish order flow. Right? On the higher time frame, the market is consolidating. But since we were respecting bearish order flow, right? And we had reached, what had we reached already? Talk to me. Anytime you're looking to trade, you want to have two things, right? What are those two things you want to have? When you're looking to trade, you want to see it's two places you want to go.
To see if prices in premium or discount.
Yeah, you want to see it in premium discount, but you want to have two different targets. You want to have two different targets. One target is your upside or downside target or the manipulation, and your other target is the draw. Right? Does it have to hit the draw on liquidity? Nah, it doesn't. Right? But as long as you see that manipulation and it starts drawing toward it, you know you're on the right side. Right? Does it have to hit the upside target or downside target, which is the manipulation? No, it don't. But as long as it manipulates in that direction and then switches gears back towards your draw, you know you on the right side of the order flow, right? So earlier in the week, what did price do? It hit our upside target, right? So once it hit our upside target and then gave us a change in the state delivery, right? We should have been looking for reasons to sell.
Tim,
Yes.
you probably have already showed us that in price action, but can you show us, can you show us that what you just said?
Yes, I will show you that of what I just said.
Thank you.
Right after we do this last giveaway for
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
all right. As you see, I have the names inside the wheel. The sheet is locked. No more entries can be submitted. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Round and round she go. Where will she stop? No one knows. I'm so tired of this man winning. I am so tired. This man win every week. Y'all give it up for Dreamer. My brother said, Tim, you got to take the people out who been winning. He said, you got to take the people out who been winning. Call the same people winning. I can't do nothing about that. Y'all see it's random. Y'all see it's random. Y'all see it's random. Y'all give it up for Dreamer, man. Y'all put some fire in the chat for Dreamer. Dreamer. Dreamer, dreamer, dreamer. Dreamer, dreamer, dreamer. Dreamer don't want y'all to know his real name, so he just put Dreamer down as his name. Dreamer. Would y'all would have known that says Dreamer if I didn't say that? Because I ain't know what it said. I ain't know what it said. Dreamer had to spell out Dreamer to tell me how to say it. They said it's pronounced Dreamer. First thing that came to my mind was, why you ain't just spell out Dreamer? But hey, maybe that's how they do it over there at Power Moves Collective. Y'all give it up for Dreamer one more time. Dreamer, dream away. I want you to stay, stay. I adore me more. If y'all share this out with a friend, and y'all give me some hard-hitting questions and some hard-hitting feedback, all I need to know about W9, I'm good. Wait a minute. All I need to know about W9, I'm good. Juices and berries. I don't know what in the world you are saying. I would all I down them say would. Let's say I want I ain't trying to read that no more. Because my mind was just saying would, but don't even say would. I wound all I need to. I adore move thing. Right. What was I explaining, Tasha? Remind me.
Oh, you were talking about the manipulation. What two targets we need?
Okay.
Manipulation target and draw target. And then you
Okay.
were saying earlier this week.
How quickly we forget. We're going to go to a daily chart. Looking at our daily chart. Okay. All right. Okay. Looking at our daily chart. Okay. I'm going to take a vertical line. And I'm going to put a vertical line on Montag. That's Monday. Okay. That's Monday. Matter of fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a rectangular shape. And I'm going to put a rectangular shape, okay, around this week's candles, right? So that we can still see what a going zone. Okay? Okay? Y'all know what I get that from? Who can tell me what that's from? Okay? Okay? All right. So those candles, your trade, yes, your trade from today. What do you mean your trade from today? What do you mean? What's my trade from today? What do you mean my trade from today? For those who don't know who it is, this guy right here. Okay. That's him right there. Okay. We also traded to a previous month's low and pulled back a touch. Okay. Okay. So this right here is this week's price action on Sunday during pre-market, not pre-market, but weekend chart prep, right? When you're sitting down and you're saying, hey, are we in bullish or bearish order flow? What do we seem to be drawn towards, right? Drugs are bad, okay? So these candles don't exist. Let's get rid of them. Get out of there, these candles that don't exist. All right, so here's how Friday ended. Okay, so Friday, let me turn on my weekly low. I thought you were going to show us your trade from today on the chart. Oh no, we was talking about going back and looking at what I was talking about, explaining having your targets. All right, so here's our weekly range. Okay, so our weekly dealing range, remember what we said before. Long-term time horizon, intermediate term time horizon, and from week to week, right? We're using each weekly candle as our short-term time horizon, right? Our short-term time horizon. So inside our short-term time horizon, this right here is our week, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right. Last week, what did price do? Right? We came here, we came down, went back up, manipulated that high, and then expanded down below this sell side liquidity and created a daily bearish fair value gap. All right. So what type of dealing range is this weekly range? Has this weekly range created? Bullish or bearish? Talk to me, Tasha. Talking directly to you. Go ahead and stay off mute because I'm probably going to ask you quite a few questions.
Bearish.
We created a bearish dealing range, right? And why is that? Right? Why is that? Is it because we got a down close candle, or is it because we did something in particular? What makes it a bearish dealing range? Is it because we got a down close candle on the weekly, or is it because we did something very particular?
Because we took sell side.
After
Taking a high.
there
A
you
short-term
go.
high.
There you go. So we took out buy side first, then took out sell side. So now, right, we've created a bearish dealing range because we took liquidity and we took liquidity, right? A dealing range is nothing more than a range that has taken liquidity on both sides. Tim, it did take out this high. You're right. It took out that high. And in the scope of this 1 week, we took out buy side liquidity and we took out sell side liquidity in the scope of this 1 week. So that's a bearish dealing range, right? So if price has created a bearish dealing range, that means the order flow at this particular time is what kind of order flow? Bullish or bearish?
Bearish.
Bearish order flow. If you are in bearish order flow, right, and you open, you close in a discount of your range, what do you want price to do?
Trade back to a premium.
You want price to trade back to a premium. And now that you want price to trade back to a premium, what do you want to identify in that premium?
PD array that it can react against.
Very good. You want to look for a bullish PD array in the premium. Whatever your PD array of choice is, I do not force it on anybody, but I prefer to look for imbalances and liquidity, right? So me personally, I identified this SIBI from July 16th as my premium upside target for which type of liquidity run? Low resistance or high resistance?
Low.
Low resistance liquidity run. And I identified another PD array as a high resistance liquidity run upside target. What was that?
The order block?
Is that a question or answer?
The order block.
The order block. Very good. We have
That one right there.
we got
yeah.
an order block there, and we also have an order block here, right? This is your order block right there, based off of what price has going on right here. This is your order block. But since price is consolidating and this order block here rests inside that order block, there's nothing wrong with using that as an order block because it's inside of that, but this is also a propulsion block, right? Because an order block that trades off of another order block, like we came down here, right? Traded back up into, see this candle right here, right? As price goes up, right? If price is bearish, as soon as we offer that price right there, that theoretically is it's actually a change in the state of delivery, because anytime you trade past the opening price of the opposite color candle, that's a change in the state of delivery. But since we're respecting bearish order flow, we're anticipating this entire thing to become a bearish order block when we offer that opening price. So we can in essence say, okay, once we offer that price, we want to use this as a bearish order block, right? So when we come down here, right, and then notice we wick down, right, offering that opening price there, right, and then we go all the way up into that up close candle. Even if we didn't offer that price, we could still anticipate using that as a bearish order block. Trade back up to the last up close candle of your order block, right? And then we sell off, right? Making that a propulsion block. All right, so high resistance using the order block, low resistance using the premium fair value gap. All right, so upside target, downside draw on liquidity, right? What makes that the downside draw on liquidity? This is our dealing range that we're working in, right? We are in a sell program. We want to see that stay in place. We want to see that get attacked. We want to come back to a premium. So this is our draw on liquidity. This is our upside target. If when price opens up and we hit our upside target, from this moment on, we're looking for reasons to sell, right? If price came all the way back to the high resistance move, because during high resistance conditions, we anticipate price coming back to where?
The order block.
The order block. So if we get here and we don't start seeing sell signals, right, and it comes back to our order block, then from here, once we reach it, we're looking for reasons to sell. All right, let's put the meat back on the bone. All right, as we see here, we come up on Monday, right, failed to reach our PD rate. Remember, we were watching this over here, right? What did we say? What did we say when we was watching this? We want to see if price does what?
React to consequent encroachment of the wick.
And what were we looking at for that consequent encroachment of that wick? Look like I deleted that wick. I did. I'll just borrow this. What were we looking at in reference to consequent encroachment of the wick? We want to see if price was going to do what?
Respect.
What you mean by respect? Talk to me.
Close below it.
Close below it, right? Why we want to see if it's going to close below it? Because it's a what?
It's in discount.
We want to see it close below it.
Oh, because it. Go
Because
ahead.
because it's above price. Any PD array that's above price is a premium PD array in reference to where price is. Not a premium based off your dealing range, but it's a premium because it's above price. So anything that's above price, if we close below the 50%, that's showing respect for that premium PD array. Okay, so on Monday, right, we get a healthy respect for consequent encroachment of that premium PD array, right? So Tim, why aren't you looking to sell? Because we came back up to this premium PD array and we showed a healthy respect for it. Was that our upside target for a low resistance liquidity run of opportunity to look to sell?
No.
No, it wasn't. This was our target. So until we get here, right, if we're going to participate, we should only be looking for reasons to buy back up into a premium of our dealing range. This is our world right here, right? This is our world, our highest high and lowest low. This is the range we have framed our entire trade and thesis at this dispensation of time on, right? So on Tuesday, we come up, right, and we trade into our PD array, right? We got a closure above consequent encroachment of that premium PD array. We just totally disrespected that. Do we abandon our thesis? Yes or no, and why or why not? Mhm. Yes or
I
no?
mean, in real life, yeah, probably I'll be like, I don't know. But no, we don't because
Okay,
our
pause right there. Pause there. Let's visit that for a second. In real life, why would you say I don't know right here? Talk to me. Once we close above this right here, why would you say I don't know? Hmm. Talk.
because I mean, I guess like on Monday we wanted to see it respected, and then on Tuesday it didn't. So
Okay, pause. Let's back up a little bit. You're not wrong, but let's back up a little bit, right? You got to choose your wording correctly. You said we wanted to see it respected. No, no. We didn't want to see it respected. We want to see if it would respect it.
okay.
There's a difference, right?
Yes.
So we're looking to see if it will respect it. Why? Why are we looking to see if price will respect this? I'll help you out. Because it's in between us and our target.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? It's in between us and our target. So since it's in between us and our target, it has a job to do, right? So we're looking to see, is price exceedingly bullish at this time that it's going to blow through this and go directly to my target? Or is price going to give that PDA rate an opportunity to do its job?
So is it kind of like because it was its first attempt at or first time price hit that PD array, we want to see, we're looking to see if there is some respect. And then we know our target is higher, so eventually it does have to get through it, but we would like to see, like you just said, we want to see it try to do its job.
Yes. And
Okay.
since you said first attempt, I'm glad you said that. This gives us an opportunity to use the new $50 drinking word that Michael has introduced, right? We're looking to see if it's going to utilize its first use case. And its first use case being that it's a premium PD array is to act as a bearish PD array. And as a bearish PD array that's above price, right? Its job is to send us and extend whatever program we're in. If we're in a sell program, you should extend the sell program. If we're in a buy program, extend the buy program. So we're looking to see, it's its first time coming there, right? So is it going to do its job? Because our target is here. We want it to get disrespected, but we want to see if price is going to respect it. All right. So we on Monday, price respected it, but we don't abandon ship. Why don't we abandon ship? Because we're in a sell program and we have not reached our target and we have not reached a premium. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We have not reached a premium. Now, when we open up this day here, okay, we got a healthy respect of this, right? So now if price is really bearish, right, we should not get past consequent encroachment of this wick right here if price is truly bearish. All right. Remember, our target is here. We open up, we drop down, right, taking out that low, then we rally up, taking out that high, and trade into our PD array. But where do we close? Can you see where we closed at?
Yeah, below consequent encroachment.
Right? And that's what we want to see. We want to see that closure below consequent encroachment. That lends well to our thesis, right? Now, closing above that consequent encroachment and closing above that consequent encroachment, does that invalidate the bearishness?
No, because that wasn't our target, our ultimate target for.
Partial right, give you that, because that wasn't our target. But no, because they rest in a
Oh,
discount
discount.
of our range, and
Oh.
any bearish PD rate that's in a discount of our range, it's anticipated that we will push through it to get back to a premium PD rate.
Okay.
It's almost expected. It's almost demanded that because you want to sell in a premium, right?
Yes.
So we push back to the premium and we get to our target, our low resistance target, right? We get a closure below consequent encroachment. So that bodes well to saying price doesn't want to go to the order block, the propulsion blocks price right there, right? And then when you look, oh, come here, it didn't even get to the order blocks price, right? And in case y'all can't see that wick, I got a lot going on. So I'm gonna come here, right? We don't even get to the order blocks price. We don't get to the propulsion blocks price, right? We do trade into the wick. We do trade into we already know we traded into this wick. It's a large wick, right? Whenever we have an order block or propulsion block, extremely bearish order flow, right? We'll see that sensitivity in the wick, right? We'll see that sensitivity in the wick. All right, so if we look here at our wick for our propulsion block there, right, you can see that we came into the wick and we failed to hit consequent encroachment, right? We failed to hit the propulsion block price. We failed to hit the order block price. The order block price is pretty much right in line with consequent encroachment of the propulsion block, right? Anytime price fails to reach a PD rate, fails to reach that price, fails to reach consequent encroachment of this premium PD rate, what does that signal? Strength or weakness in this case?
Weakness.
Weakness. That bodes well with our thesis. Closure below consequent encroachment, showing weakness, unable to get there, right? So now at this point here, we're eyeballing that daily high as our smart money reversal, right? Because we've come up and we've closed there. Now, if this day open up and take out that high, right, then you would just be looking at Wednesday and see if that's your smart money reversal, right? Just because you're watching something to see if it's going to be that and it doesn't be that, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You just move on until the algorithm invalidates your thesis, right? And then you see here on the next day, we trade down, right? And now, like we say, you never throw the baby out with the bathwater. Remember when this right here, this PD array was a premium PD array, and this right here was a premium PD array, right? When we closed here, what are they now?
Discount.
They're discount PD arrays now. So now their job is to send price higher, right? So now we want to see if we're going to respect consequent encroachment of these imbalances, right? In this day here, we trade down, go just below consequent encroachment, and we close with a healthy respect of both of them, right? Does that invalidate our thesis? No, it don't, because we're still below consequent encroachment of our target that we're wanting to sell off of, right? So as long as we don't take that high out, we're still good. We're still on the right side. All right. Next day, we open up, we trade up, cannot get to consequent encroachment, cannot take out that high, drop down, right? Taken out that sell side liquidity and closing below consequent encroachment of both of these discount PD arrays. In bearish order flow, price will respect premium PD arrays, consequent encroachment, swing high, right? Up close candles, and disrespect discount PD arrays, consequent encroachment, closing back below mean threshold of the up close candles, right? So we're still respecting bearish order flow. Come down, create relative equal lows at our weekly target, right? Come back up, we close with a healthy respect of this discount wick right there, right? Because when we come down, blow past that, what's our next imbalance? This one here. We drop down, right? That consequent encroachment is in line with consequent encroachment of our higher time frame PD array, the weekly fair value gap. Drop down below consequent encroachment of both, rally up, close, healthy respect for the consequent encroachment. Does that invalidate our bearish thesis? No. Why? Because we're still respecting bearish order flow. Close below consequent, couldn't make it to consequent encroachment, couldn't make it to the high. Close below, close below, close below, close below, right? All the way down here. This is the only thing that we show the healthy respect for, right? So now that we show the healthy respect for that right there, now what are we watching, right? What do we have here? Downside delivery. Sell side delivery, buy side and sell side delivery. Here's a wick there. Buy side delivery, right? Sell side delivery, right? And then here, what do? We left this area right there, right? So now we have a balanced price range there with this long wick, and this is our target right there, right? So since we got this balanced price range right there, we don't want to see price coming back up, right? We are more than 50% to our target, right? Because this is our target here, right? And this right here was the highest high, right? So before this low was even made, right? This right here was our range. We closed below 50% of our target, right? So now that we've done all this and we've left this area and we're over 50% to our target, we definitely don't want to see price coming back up, allowing anybody who was on a breakout to mitigate their losses. Now you want to see price stepping on the gas. This is the point when you hear me and Michael say, I want to see speed below this low, right? So once we wick below that low right there, come back up, the next day we open up, right? We trade up just a little bit, then melt all the way off into our weekly draw on liquidity and close down there. Our upside target, our draw on liquidity, and then just a walkthrough on the day-by-day candles of everything that we talked about all through the week. This is what we watching. This is why we watching it. And yada, yada, yada. Make sense?
Yes, that was good. Thank you.
Do you remember us talking about all these different things here? Going through the week?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit a like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. Do anybody got anything else, man? Do
I
anybody?
just have one quick question. So looking to go into next week, looking at the way price played out this week, we are still very much bearish, but price has to trade back up into premium for us to continue. Correct?
Yes,
Does that make sense? What I
yes,
said?
yes, we are. You are bearish because we're still respecting bearish order flow, right? And now this is the time where you see we have created, right, a bearish fair value gap here, right? Now, do price continue to give us an opportunity, or do we just keep sliding? We never know. You see what I'm saying? We never know. That's why we map out our range, and then we say, okay, this is what price has going on, right? Because when we look at it, like where we are right now in price, okay, looking here, like this right here, we've started to leave a balanced price range there, right? So if price remains very heavy, right, there's really no reason to even come all the way back up into this fair value gap. You see what I'm saying? We could very well stay within the range of this day and start to continue down. Okay, if price stay heavy, but for healthy price action, as I like to call it, right? You look at your range for what will be your current week going to next week, right? That would be your highest high and your lowest low. And that would be your daily range right there. So for your weekly range, here, this your highest high, your lowest low. And then, right, that right there, imbalance there, that's your weekly premium PD rate right there for low resistance, liquidity runs, right? But like we said, we've just left a balanced price range. So if price is extremely bearish, coming into our daily range, right? This is our daily current price range. So we have plenty room on the daily to come all the way back up into a premium to continue selling down without ever coming back to a premium on the weekly. All right, without ever coming back to a premium on the weekly. Okay, and when we look at if we go into our weekly candle there, right now, who can tell me what we're watching this weekly candle to see if it be used as? This weekly candle right here we just created. What are we watching that to see if
Inversion?
No. This weekly candle right here, the weekly, not the imbalance, this weekly candle. What are we watching this weekly candle to see if it be used as what? Because this is not an inversion yet. This fair value gap is not an inversion yet. We haven't closed outside of it on the weekly time frame. We need to get a weekly closure below that 28,165 and 3/4. You need a weekly closure down here. Very good, Kim. Y'all give it up for Kim. We're watching this weekly candle to see if it's going to be used. We're watching this weekly candle to see if it's going to be used as an immediate rebalance, right? And what an immediate rebalance is when you get an expansion candle that closes with the opportunity to create a fair value gap. Then the next candle trades up into the price range of that candle, right? You're looking to see, and this is in a buy program or a sell program. The next candle, if we just get back up out of there, just keep going, that's being used as an immediate rebalance. An immediate rebalance, Michael said, is one of the strongest signatures that he has in his arsenal, because the algorithm is in such a hurry to get somewhere. It didn't want to take the time of leaving an imbalance that it has to come back to later, right? So it immediately rebalanced it so it can continue on. All right, so right now we've traded back up into that wick, and we've left that balanced price range. So now we're watching to see, is this an immediate rebalance? Now, we got a couple things on our side to say, hey, let's go back to a premium. What is it? Right? Remember, on the daily time frame, we got that SIBI we created, right? And then on the weekly time frame, right, we have that wick right there. So on the weekly time frame, this is our current imbalance, right? Current untouched imbalance. We haven't traded up into yet. So now the weekly time frame has a reason to come here, right? Consequent encroachment of that wick rests in the premium of our weekly range, right? If we look at our weekly range, highest high to the lowest low, right? Consequent encroachment of that wick rests in the premium of our weekly range. All right. Now, on the daily time frame here, right? That's the daily fair value gap. It rests in the premium of our range. So you got a day for this time frame, you got a daily fair value gap in the premium, and our higher time frame has a weekly imbalance in the premium, right? So if we come back to our weekly imbalance, right, that's giving us a high resistance scenario. Why? Because we're coming all the way back up above mean threshold of our bearish order block, right? So coming back up there is a high resistance scenario. Me, I don't like high resistance. I like low resistance, right? So I don't even want to see it get there, right? I'll prefer that if it did come up, barely get an institutional order flow entry drill off of this SIBI, barely poke into a premium, and then come back down. That would be the scenario that I want, right? That's my perfect scenario that I want. So for the weekly, right, that this huge SIBI right here, that will be my upside target. That's what I want. Best case scenario, come there and go down. High resistance, come up to the weekly and go down, right? Now, looking at it from the daily time frame of leaving this balanced price range. When we're leaving this balanced price range, where we going? We're going to the high of the candle to the low of the candle that left that range. What is that? That coincides with our daily range, right? So if we just drop down into a daily time frame real quick, right? And that right there is our daily low, right? Then that right there is our daily high, right? Looking at that there. Now, looking at price right here, based off of what price did here, right? I definitely would want to see price come back here, right? Why? Right? Because we got a bearish breaker resting right there, right? We got internal liquidity resting right there at equilibrium, right? And there's nothing in here, right, that would serve as, right, enough of a sweep just to drop back down to appease, right, what I would consider, right, healthy price action, right? But now it doesn't have to like go all the way back up there, but just looking at the structure itself, right? We got short term, right? None of this has been taken, right? None of that has been taken, just like none of this has been taken up here. But all of this right here is beyond this balanced price range right there, right? So before we blast off to the downside, what do you want to see? Price engage with buy side liquidity, right? Where's your buy side liquidity? Right here. So price come up, engage the buy side liquidity right there. And then also, this is our first SIBI right there on the, and it's right in line with the weekly target, right? So price very well may come up here and get this high resistance move, right? That's our first SIBI right there, right? Reasonable target, may very well go get that, but we'll never know that until price starts trading. But we just always want to know, where are we in price and what can price likely do, right? What can price likely do? Price can even turn around. If this is all the downside they want, it's what? The end of July. We got 1 week left in July, right? Let's look at the monthly candle, right? Go to our monthly time frame, right? We are very close to our monthly sell side target, all right? Down there, 4-1, right? Our monthly discount PD rate, right? High is high, low is low, right? Our monthly discount PD rate right there, right? We're stone's throw away from it, right there. So that's why I say, right? We've broken outside this low. Once we start to break, right? A lot of times we don't keep getting them retracements. The closer you get to your draw, the faster you anticipate price to start moving, right? We've broken below this low, command and close there. We're very near our monthly target, right? We got 1 week left in this month, right? Now, we can get a command and close to this month, just like we got a command and close to this month, like we got a command and close to that month, meaning we close very near the high here, barely can see the wick, very near the high here, right? So it's not outside of the realm of normal if we just keep bleeding off and get a very strong close on this month coming down there. But it's not also outside the realm of normal to kind of close off of the low of the month, right? Which scenario will we get? We don't know until price starts trading next week. But you always want to be aware of where you are in price and what your best case scenario is and what you can be up against. All right. So as far as the week, that's what we're looking at there. All right. Do that make sense? Or was that helpful?
Absolutely, yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Tim, just tell me where price going. It ain't never that simple. It ain't never that simple. You always got to, and if somebody just try to make you think it's that simple, they pulling your leg. Right? Me, I like to know everything. So I never come out here and say this is where price going and it can't do nothing else. Never do that. I give you the highest probability, right? Well, first I'm gonna give you what I want. Then I'm gonna give you the highest probability based off of order flow, and then I'm gonna tell you the other side of the coin, right? Because there's always 3 sides to every story: yours, mine, and the truth, right? So I'm gonna give you all the information and let you go back and make your own determination. And I can say, right? I can say for a pretty good while now, right? All of the analysis that we've been putting out there as a community, it's been hitting. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been hitting, right? And I ain't trying to, sound like I'm the greatest or nothing like that. I'm just trying to emphasize the fact that this stuff works. This stuff works. Anybody else got anything? All right, man. That's all I got. Will I continue to do Freebie Friday? As long as Tomas keep giving me codes, I will bless the gang in some form or fashion with the codes. But will I continue to do Freebie Friday? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We be kind of slack with the pull up. We be kind of slack with the pull up. Let me go look at the sheet. Let me look at the sheet one more time. Who we got up in here? Not the people in the Zoom, but if you on YouTube, put a 1 in the chat right now. If you're on YouTube, put a 1 in the chat right now. Just do it one time. Just put a 1 in the chat one time. I can see how many viewers that is showing. If you have we do pre-market analysis on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday inside the Discord. We do a public pre-market analysis on Tuesday, and also on Wednesday we do tape reading. Right? So Monday we do pre-market analysis before the market open. Tuesday we do pre-market analysis public. Wednesday we do pre-market analysis and tape reading. And then Friday we do pre-market analysis inside the gang inside the Discord. And then every now and then I might do a pop-up if I'm bored or if I'm doing something. I'll do a pop-up and we talk through some stuff that I'm looking at in price, or something that I just traded, or something that I'm practicing, or something that's on my mind and I feel like running my mouth. And then every first and third Sunday at 7 p.m. we do study hall. And if you have, because when I dropped the Smart Money Manuscript, the gang had a limited time that they could get it for free. Then after that, they had to buy it too. So if you either bought or in the Smart Money mentorship, I think, is it the second Saturday? Do we do Q&As on it? Is it the second Saturday or first Saturday? Was it second Saturday when we do the Q&As? We tape reading to probably about 10:15. We get on at 9, do the pre-market analysis, and then we tape read until like it usually go into like 10:15, sometime 10:30, right? Because that's when most of the time the most exciting price action happens within that first hour from 9:30 to 10:30. The most exciting price action typically happens during then. Yeah. All right, let me see here. 1, 2. Is that Robinson? Is Robinson in here? I see somebody put Robinson's evil twin on the spreadsheet. Is that Robinson in here? Did anybody see Robinson in the chat? Somebody put Robinson's evil twin on the spreadsheet. I know that's got to be him. I know that's got to be him. All right. Since I can't even get everybody that's here to even put a 1 in the chat, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to spin the wheel. I'm not going to pick a number. I'm going to look over here, and the first name that I've never seen before, Dark Brown. I ain't never see that name before. Now I counted the ones. I counted the ones, and the ones don't match the number. Dark Brown. I ain't never seen that name before. Y'all give it up for Dark Brown. Dark Brown is the final winner for Freebie Friday.
So all we need to do is go on YouTube and change our name.
You know what?
I'm Pina Colada. Can I get? Let me get one.
Hey,
Pina Colada.
hey, if that's what Doc Brown did, if that's what Doc Brown did, Doc Brown probably dream a burner account.
Yeah, light yellow. Give me, come on, something.
Dark Brown is Dreamer's burner account. Dark Brown, you are the winner. Dark Brown, I don't know if you've been here before, so I'm going to go through the steps one more time while I'm sending you this email, right? If it don't come to you, that means you put the wrong email address inside the sheet because I'm copying and pasting. Austin. Austin is your first name. All right, then, Austin. Hello, Austin. Here is your Apex code. Dark Brown. I'm going to call you Austin because I feel mad queer calling you by your YouTube name, right? So, Austin, I just sent you your free Apex code. I appreciate you for pulling up the Freebie Friday. I appreciate everybody for pulling up the Freebie Friday. Will I do another Freebie Friday? I don't know. Gang, I might just you might just randomly get a code in your DM, right? So Austin, when you come to Apex, right, the code I sent you is good for any, like if you look at the picture here, you can get any size standard Apex account, right? So what does that mean? You can get intraday trailing drawdown or end of day trailing drawdown, but it has to be standard. Cannot be no activation fee, cannot be the legacy plans. It could be 25K, 50K, 100K, 150K, any size standard account, intraday or end of day trailing drawdown. What does standard account mean? Standard account means that once you pass, you are responsible for paying the activation fee. Right now, the 25K is $69. The 50K is $79. The 100K is $99. The 150K is $129. If you go with end of day trailing drawdown, they're higher. $159 for the 150K, $139 for the 100K, $129 for the 50K, and $99 for the 25K, right? So if you're going for cheaper activation fee, go with the intraday trailing drawdown. I like the 50K. Nice buff, nice, easy to hit target, right? 100K, 6,000, kind of a lot. 25K, 1,500 drawdown, kind of tight. 50K, nice sweet spot, right? 2,000 drawdown, 3,000 profit target, right? 2,600 to be able to request $500, right? Nice medium place where you can go. Easiest target to hit, 25K, but tight stop loss. What type of trader are you, right? Do you trade big size? 150K might be you. If you like to trade big size, 150K might be you. Well, you only get 4,000 drawdown, right? But you got to more than double that for your what's the name, right? You got to get 9,000. 50K, you get 2,000 in drawdown, but you only need to get 3,000 to pass it. That's why I like 50K. It's a nice little sweet spot, right? 25K, you only get 1,000 in drawdown, right? They didn't change that. They used to be 1,500, but you only get 1,000 now, right? So that's why I like this right here. It's less than double, right? 150K, 100K, you got to double. You got 3,000, but you got to get 6,000. 4,000, but you got to get 9,000, right? 50K, 2,000, but you only got to get 3,000. That's why I like the 50K. Nice little sweet spot, right? That's what you eligible to get with the code that I just sent you. All right, Tim. You're welcome, Austin. Like I said, I ain't gonna call you the other name. Think you go with the 50. I like the 50K. Right now, if you're looking for the best bang for your buck at Apex, right? If you're looking for the best bang for you at Apex or anywhere, I don't know anywhere that's got a better deal than what Apex got going on right now. It's the 100K, no activation fee, intraday trail and drawdown, right? You get 100K, no activation fee, intraday trail and drawdown for $59. So that means using the code BIGSPIDER at checkout, you can get a 100K account, no activation fee. It's got intraday trail and drawdown for $59. Meaning you pay that $59, you got 30 days to pass it. When you pass it, you don't pay no activation fee, and you can get it for $59. You can also bundle them. That also works with the bundle deal, right? So if you went there, right, you look at the 100K, no activation fee, intraday trail and drawdown, right? You see right there, $59 with coupon code, right? You can buy 5 of them for $295, right? So all in, you can either one account for $59 using code BIGSPIDER at checkout, right? Or you can get 5 of them at one time for $259, right? I don't know nobody on Al Gore's internet that's getting you 100K accounts for less than $300. Don't know nobody that's doing it right now. That's the best bang for the buck on Al Gore's internet. Y'all know, remember when TraderFi was slapping Apex side the head with the best bang for the buck? I told y'all that. When My Funded Futures was slapping Apex side the head with the best bang for your buck, I told y'all that. I told y'all that Funded Futures family was coming with that $25. And then I came back and told y'all I don't fool them no more because they snowed me. I did pay $25. I did get my payout. But once I got my payout, they done flipped the script. Oh, you gotta make that $12.50 back and then make another $3,000 before you can request $12.50. Nah, that ain't what your website say. That's shady. Get out of here. Can't recommend them. Get off my page. Take the video off my page. Hey man. That's it. Hey, gang. Who in the gang who's never won an Apex code? All of y'all won. Every last one of y'all won. Tasha won last week. Cassandra got one today. Yolanda got about 40 of them. And I think Rhonda got about 12 of them. All of y'all won. Well, I was just about to give y'all something. Right? Who in the gang remember that person that I said what's up to earlier? And I said I think they first time, and they was like they was here last week. Who was that person? Who do y'all remember that person? Who was that person?
That was me. It was me.
It's two things that mess up a picnic. One of them flies. one of them is flies. I'm not gonna say what the other one is, but one of them is flies. Do y'all have any idea what that other one is? It's two things that'll mess up a picnic, and one of them is flies.
Rain?
Don't you better not say no flies and shit.
Shit.
It rhymed with the word bigger.
You better stop it.
Go mess up the picnic every time.
I was gonna say a bad spades player.
That same thing. And on top, you just got to put re in front of him. When you playing spades and they mess up, just put re in front of theirs. Because you's a re. YouTube. Who was that I was talking to? Shaida. It was Kimbro. That's it. Kimbro. Y'all give it up for Kimbro. Kimbro. I picked out. I had the thing set here for wait a minute now. Hold on. Make sure I ain't sent something to Kimbro already. Who did I send that to earlier? Jermaine D. Brown. Oh yeah. So Cassandra, Jermaine, Dream. I said Jermaine, Dreamer, and Austin. Kimbro. Kimbro, do you got your email address in there? Michael. Kimbro named Michael. That's my little brother name. Michael. What in the world? Where you from, Kimbro? Cause looking at that, is that email address? That's something that's like a conglomeration of several names. What in the hard to pronounce is that? I picked out 4 codes to give away 4 codes today on this Freebie Friday. Right? And that's the last code there. Y'all give it up for Kimbro. Y'all give it up for Kimbro. Kimbro. I just sent the code to that very difficult to say email address, Kimbro. Adebe Orendewale. Is that like Tobe? Dimbe, Nuingwe? Tobe, how you say Tobe middle name? Dumbe. All right, man. That's all I got. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. If this your first time tuning in, Gang kind of used to me getting frustrated about stuff. They already told you. Sometimes I be acting right, and sometimes I go from 0 to 60 real quick. That they used to it by now. They used to it by now. Then I come back the next day like a little puppy dog. Like ain't nothing ever happened. All right. Oh, you say you got it? All right. I'm glad you got it. Crimbo. I said Crimbo. It's Crimboy. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. This has been another. Will it be the last? I don't know. We'll see. But this has been another episode of
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
Thank you. Hey, man. Till the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing that we call price action. It's your boy Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. Y'all like my new drip, the one with the new spider on it? Y'all like the one with the new spider on it or the one with the other spider on it? Which one y'all like better? Y'all like this one with the new spider on it or y'all like the one with the other spider? Which one y'all like better? Do I got a picture with the old one on there? Y'all remember what the old one looked like? Let me see. Aranya Grande. Aranya Grande. Why is it not showing up? I know I got it in here somewhere. Aranya Grande. That's the new shirt. That's the new shirt. Okay, that's the new shirt. What's the... That's just the spider. Okay. That's just the spider. Where's the shirt? Why am I not seeing the shirt? Why am I not seeing the shirt? It's gonna piss me off. Shirt. There it is. All right. There you go. I'll get out of my way. There you go. That's the old one. The old one and the new one. Which one y'all like better? The new one y'all like the new. I heard one. The new, I heard two new. New, I see a new in the chat. New. Alright, man. I'm about to go for real. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. Gone.